to be doing today, we're going to be making a model in VRoid Studio. In case any of you don't know, I made my model using a program called VRoid Studio, which is a free tool that is on Steam as a game. But I made my model using VRoid Studio, and I've made a few different models. If you watched my lore video, there were a few models that were made for that video, and those were all done with VRoid Studio as well. I am by no means an expert, but just through tinkering, I have found some ways to get things looking pretty good. There are some aspects of texture that can pose some challenges, and I also do not have a tablet that connects to my computer, so I can do things that typically would be done with a tablet, like drawing on the textures. So if there's something more complicated that I need to draw that I can't really do with a mouse, I will actually download the template and then draw it on my iPad. But I'm not going to be doing any of that today, so I'm just going to kind of go through the basic process of what I do to create a model. And hopefully I have some kind of advice that can help people who are getting started. I think sometimes, for me, I was watching tutorials by people who were extremely skilled, and it was really, really overwhelming. But you can get something that looks pretty good, pretty unique, just kind of playing around. Okay. So you can see some of the models that I've done here. These three were from my lore video. We're just going to create a new one. And just for the purposes of this, I'm going to do a fem model. And here we are. Here's our model. This would be the base model. So it's going to have you start with the face. I'm going to go to skin because I want to change the skin tone. When I darken the skin, I first saturate before darkening, because if you darken, it'll look, if you tend to go down first, it's going to cause the model to look really gray. So if you want to darken the skin, I usually will saturate first. But you can also do some a lot of interesting colors. So if you want to make an alien, do something that's kind of reminiscent of Mina from My Hero Academia. Then we'll also make the darker color. We'll saturate first and then darken, because if you do like this and then do that, it's going to tend to veer towards that very gray color, but we want it to look like an actual shadow on someone's skin. And I always do the skin first, just because once you apply certain textures, it can be kind of hard to go back and change it. So now we've got this bluey purple color. So let's move on to the eyes. And we're going to stick with the theme of alien. So what might alien eyes look like? They'd probably have pretty big eyes, I think. Let's go for some big ass eyes. Definitely want those irises to be pretty big. I want them to be round, though. We'll come back to the eyebrows, I think, because I'm not really sure what I want to do with the eyebrows yet. Or if I even want eyebrows. I might make them, really, really small and unnoticeable. I think I like that. I could make the sclera color black. Kind of digging the icy blue. Okay, Now let's go on to the highlights. Now this one I like, because it's reflecting the sky. Let's play with that color a bit. I wonder if I can change the opacity. Edit texture. Aha, yes, I should be able to do that. Thar, them thar thar. There in the row was a white-tailed deer, dem deer there here, dem deer there here, they're everywhere. Actually, okay, I think I got it where I would like it. We're going to say that as a new item because I do not want to overwrite the default. Now for the scleras, let's kind of play with this a little bit. And eyebrows. I don't even know if I want her to have eyebrows. What do you guys think? No eyebrows? Eyebrows or no eyebrows? Or weird eyebrows? Oh shit. Okay, so when I do that, they're still there. They're just like on the edge. No brows? Okay. It technically still has them, but they're so small that they don't show. Now let's play with the eyelids a bit. Eyeliner. Be cool if you could make it blink sideways. I think you could do that theoretically, but not with VRoid. Like I'd have to like import it into Unity and actually have some Blender and Unity and actually have some 3D modeling and animation skills, which I don't. But I'm sure someone could. I do think I'm going to give her eyelashes, but I'm still not sure which one. I'm going to leave it there kind of like eye markings, actually. Nose. Let's give her no nose. I think that's going to actually work best. Mouth. I am definitely going to give her, like, some kind of really sharp teeth. And actually, I'm going to open her mouth so that way I can... Oh. Oh. We're gonna have to be doing some adjusting with the blend shapes, but we'll do that later. Let's edit the texture and see what we can do with this. Because I don't want to, I want to give her, I don't want to have like a normal colored mouth. No mouth, only telepathy. No, I want her to have a mouth because I want to have like some cute teeth. Also, if I don't have a mouth, then that completely like makes the face tracking pointless. I'm thinking like Artemis of the Deep. Let's make the roof of the mouth a little bit darker than the tongue too. Just add some dimension. How's that? I think I like that. So I don't want her to have, I want her to have a mouth, but I do not want her to really have lips per se. I'll use that so that way I can add some shading more easily, because I can then select the color. Teeth. Do we want to do shark teeth? I don't like that. No. That's not it. That's not it, fam. I think you can just go with just like going with the shark teeth, but I think I want to make the lower teeth bigger than the upper teeth. I think that gives kind of an unsettling vibe, you know? But she's still cute. Oh, you're in doomsing mode now while I'm trying to figure stuff out. Alright, back to it then. Back on to our little alien. I don't know what the fuck is going on with that mesh. Maybe it'll work itself out. Oh, cheeks. Let's do for cheeks now. Hey now, you're an all-star. Get your game on. Go. Play. Hey now, you're a rock star. Put the show on. Get paid and all that glitters is gold. Even shooting stars break from moon. It's a cool place, and they say it gets colder. You're bundled up now, wait till you get older. But the meteor men beg to differ, judging by the hole in the satellite picture. The ice we skate, it's getting pretty thin. The water's getting warm, so we might as well swim. The world's on fire, how about yours? That's the way I like it, and I never get bored. Oh, the ears. Have we changed the ears? Let's give her, like, really, really big ears. We're gonna make them huge. I'm pretty far out. I think this is cute though. Look at that. It's so fucking cute. I think that's really cute. I like that. I like that a lot. Let's see, maybe we could do one of my custom face paints that I've done here. Oh, that's cute! So I made that. Oh, and that color kind of matches. What do you guys think? Should I do like a custom texture there? I also have this one. Oh. I think that one doesn't work because where the ear is, it kind of cuts it off. I think I prefer this one. I'm gonna reduce the nose size too. Oh, that's cute. I kind of like that. I think that's kind of cute. Looks a little animal-y, like a little bunny or something. She looks like a Githyanki with that, doesn't she? Maybe we'll make it. Maybe next time I do this, we'll make a Githyanki inspired one. Oh, that'd be cool. Okay, I think that we've got the face good. I really like the face so far. Let's go on to hair. I want to leave her mostly bald, but use the hair tools to give antennae or something. So these are some hair that I've made myself before. So like, here's the front of one hairstyle. Here is Rena's hair. Here was Azura Lux hair from my lore video. Here's Vincent Atlas's hair. She kind of looks like an orc here. There's Rena's original bangs before I change it to this, which was this was like Rena version 1, and then more recently I did this one and added bones so that way it can actually bounce. Here's another one that I was doing, just kind of brainstorming, but we are going to start with a new one, and whenever you create a new one, it's going to give you a blank guide, and you go to edit hairstyle. You got freehand group guides. You can also do procedural guides, and it'll give you like this thing with the sliders. And you can adjust like the But I'm going to start with a freehand guide. So let's go ahead and use this to make her antennae. And we're going to offset it a bit because I want it to come up. And you can use these little dots to move it around. So I want this to come up and then down over her head. So I'm going to lower the inside here, right? And I want this to be a bit higher and come out further. So you just want to as you're doing this, think about how you want the hair to lay. So now we can draw. We just take the brush and we go boop, boop. That looks pretty funky. I'm going to reduce the size. So first we're going to reduce the width and see what that looks like. That looks pretty good. But I'm going to change the position a little bit. Okay, I think we can work with that. But I don't really like the position, so we're going to do some adjustments here. Okay, and now she's got 2 antennae that we can work with. You can use this little thing here. Oh wait, you guys can't see it. Let me move me. I'm just gonna scooch myself over here. There's a little graph right here. And you can use this to change the curve. See how as I move this around, it changes the way that the hair curves and gives it a little bit more of an antenna look. You know, it's slightly uneven, but I think it'll work well, especially when we add the hair physics to it. So let's save that. We're gonna overwrite. So whenever you create a new item, because you created it, like unless you're editing an existing item, just overwrite it, because otherwise you'll end up with a bunch of blank templates. Now we can add some bounce. Now if you have a lot of different hair, you can group it together so that way different hair moves differently. The more hair groups you have, the more movement you're going to have, the more hair-like it looks. So we're going to create the bone group, and we're going to overwrite. I'm going to go into photo mode now, so that way you can kind of turn on the wind, so that way you guys can see what it looks like. So now you can see the way that her antennae move. You can also, just to test it out, you can also go into some animations here, and the hair will move with the animation, so you can get an idea of what that's going to look like when you are, when you're going to be moving around. So this is more realistic as to what the hair will be doing if you are moving around. So this is what it's going to look like more in tracking software. What do we want to do with this? Because I don't want to have anything on the back of her head. I really like the baldness, but I want to add like some little tentacle-like things maybe around her ears. So let's go to side. We're going to create a new one. Same as before. And we are going to edit. And then I'm going to make a line, because this is where I really want the hair to go. I think we're getting a nice shape here. So I'm going to go ahead and draw them out, and then we'll see from there if we need to change anything. Okay, I'm going to play with these a bit more. I think I like that shape. We're going to go ahead and use the control points to adjust where they're coming from. So much of this is just like making really small changes and seeing what it looks like. Oh, that's not right. Boop, 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 boop. Yo, that one looks so weird. It doesn't look like it twists enough. So I'm gonna go down here. Yeah, I think that's cute. That's cute as fuck. Okay, we're gonna overwrite that. And let's add some bones. Should I do all of these in one hair group or maybe do it in two different ones? I think I'm gonna do it in two different ones. So, let's see how that works. Oh, that's wrong. Why did it do that? No! This isn't what I want you to do! Why are you acting like that? Stay there! Oh no, that's not right. That's not right. It must be anchored wrong. Oh, I know what it is, I think. Okay, I think that's gonna work better. I don't know why I did that. That's... Oh, fuck. Oh my goodness gracious. What the fuck is going on there? What? Those need to have two separate groups, okay. That way they move independently of each other. That was what the problem was. Aha! That is much better. Much better. Maybe I need to go and edit the texture. How do I do that? I can't remember where I go to do that. Material, edit texture. Here we go. Okay, changing the highlights position kind of worked. Let's go ahead and save that and then go and do the same thing for the antennae. Yeah, I think that works. Yeah, those look like antennas. Okay, and we're gonna adjust some things on the body. First, I'm going to... so that way we can actually see what's going on. We're going to remove the top clothing. Nobody be weird about it. I'm serious. I ain't gonna have that shit. This one kind of looks... oh, no, I like this shaded one. I think that gives it some good dimension. I like this one. I want to make her pretty short. So let's make her a little bit shorter. I want to make her small. I don't want it to look like huge head, but I want it to look a little bit like not quite human, right? Let's give her a good long neck. gonna soften the collarbone because I want her structure to be like, again, not quite human, so kind of squishy. Not the super long arms. Hang on, let me find the arm one again. Woo! Do you want her kind of off proportions? Yeah, I do want her to have kind of off proportions. I'm kind of thinking like almost like a gnome or dwarf or something like that. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with this. So let's move on to her outfit. Let's first see what VRoid Studio already has, because they have a pretty wide library of stuff to choose from. So these ones are mostly ones that I have gotten from Booth from various artists. You may recognize this one. You know, this kind of does look like an alien version of me with the color palette, doesn't it? This is stuff that I was kind of playing with years ago. This probably would have been made in 2001. I was just trying to figure out how to do that, so I made this top. That looks a little broken. We just won't use that one. I didn't really like it for this character anyway. That's kind of cute. That kind of fits. Actually, I have a few different colors of this one here. Okay, so this is pretty cool. So whenever you get a lot of things from Booth, you're actually just downloading the texture. It'll be a PNG and you have to go and apply it on a specific clothing item that's already in VRoid, and most of the time the artist will include instructions as to what you need to apply that texture on. Now, a lot of the times they're in Japanese, and Google Translate does not do good with Japanese at all. So that can be sometimes a bit confusing. There can be a bit of guesswork. Let's go ahead and save that. One thing you want to make sure, whenever you apply it, you want to hide the bottom layer so that way you only see the texture. You can also use sliders to make it fit differently. So you can reduce the color thickness here. So I'm going to make it look, that makes it look a little bit saggy, and I like that. Color, lower. I'm going to lower the collar a bit. Yeah, I like that. And I think I'm happy with that. I like the way that's looking. Let's go to socks. Here's Rena's boots. I actually kind of like that. Still keep the kind of like gothic vibe that I've got. Let's see what VRoid Studio has though, because there are a lot of pretty good options within VRoid Studio itself. Oh, I could make the boots look like really voluminous. Reduce the platform thickness a little bit. Just so like the boots look way too big for her. But I want it to look like she's wearing clothes that just do not, like, the proportions are not right. So she's got really big feet, so she's going to be wearing shoes that are, like, really loose on her legs. I'm down with this. I do think I might change the hair color to my character's typical hair color. Ooh, maybe we could give her a tail. Tail. Thinking like Pandora. I'm gonna change the texture of it. It still looks really furry. I don't want it to look furry. I want it to look almost glowing. There we go. That kind of works because it kind of looks like fire. Let's test it and see if it moves. If it doesn't move, I might just remove the tail. Okay, it moves. Is it impacted by wind, though? Yes, it is. Oh, it twists around her! That's cute! And we're gonna clips a little bit, but it's cute! Okay, so I'm looking on Booth for a specific pack of facial piercings that I used for Rena, for my original Rena. We're going to use the same piercings. So you can see here now we've got the little lip piercings and then the double nose piercings. I feel like the face is still missing something though. I don't know what the fuck is up with that though. Oh, there's some different textures we can go with here. I missed that. I think that a different texture would make this a lot better. But the fact that she doesn't have eyebrows kind of complicates it a little bit. That's kind of cute. Adjust the shadows. I think I just need some adjusting of the shadows. Look, shading. Okay, let's adjust the shading. Shading area. Aha! There we go. That looks weird. Let's just... yeah, that was the problem. It's not the texture, it's the shading. I kind of like it. We're just adjusting the shading at the moment. I think I might adjust the shading color because the pink, it's a little bit too pink. So let's go back here, go to skin. I think we're just about done here, and then what I'll do, actually, I think we're going to add the blend shapes, so that way you guys can see how that works in the Hana app. That way you can see the process of adding blend shapes. And then I think I'm actually going to change the model, change over the model that I am using from the one you're seeing now to this one, so you guys can kind of see that like in action. But I think we're good here. I think we're good, so we're going to go ahead and export it. Now, I'm going to add the perfect sync blend shapes. So there is a certain way that we want to save that. So if you're creating a VRoid model and you want to add the ARKIT blend shape so you can use perfect sync with your iPhone, then you'll want to save it this way. So press this little button here, export as VRM. Okay, so we want to make sure when we're exporting that this delete transparent meshes is unchecked, because if this is checked, then we can't add all of the blend shapes, so we can't get perfect sync to work. So we want to uncheck that, and then it'll be checked automatically. So when you go to export, just make sure you check. And then let's see what we should name her. Okay, so now what I'm going to do here, I'm going to open something called the Hana App. Now there are a few different ways to add the blend shapes. You can just add the blend shapes in Unity. I don't have that skill. But this makes it really easy. This app is about $10 on booth.pm. It is very much worth it, I think. Okay, this is Hana App. You'll notice that it is in Japanese. So this I found a little bit tricky at first because there aren't a lot of tutorials for this app. There are lots of tutorials on Hana Tool, which is used within Unity, but not a lot on the Hana app. And I had a lot of trouble with this until I joined the Discord for the developer, and I couldn't figure out what was wrong, and it was the delete transparent message issue. So we are going to select this, and then we're going to open our VRM file. So another thing that I missed at first, click this. Female. So that's going to say which blend shape we're going to use. And then you go in and click. And now we have all of the ARKIT blend shapes. So you can see tongue out, and you can actually adjust them quite a bit. There you go, all the way down. So you can see tongue out now. and you can adjust how much. What I like to do before I add the shapes completely, I make sure that all of this is how I want it to be, right? Because sometimes, especially when you've done like a lot of customizations, some of the meshes will like clip in certain situations. So you want to make sure the blink looks right. You want to make sure that the eyes closed look right. You want to make sure it's not like completely messed up. So these are some of the normal blend shapes. But then this character doesn't have eyebrows, so like the eyebrow stuff really doesn't matter that much. But here's like the cheek puff. Here's the squints. See, like this, for example, you could go in and leave it partway open if you wanted, and you could also just close it a little bit more. So it's not quite closing all the way. You can close it a bit more. That way it fits better, right? And then do the same thing for the right. But see, it adds all of these blend shapes, and this is so that way, whenever you use an app for your iPhone, that will be able to sync up. So if you've got your mouth to the left or the right, then it's going to follow. So you can see how my model here, I can like raise one eyebrow, things like that. That's what this is for. But once you're happy with it, you press this little button here in the bottom corner, you click save, and now you're going to be able to save. It's going to have the name of the model, put underscore PS for perfect sync. Okay, and I'm going, give me just a moment here, I am actually going to go ahead and change which model I'm using so you can see what it looks like. Okay, and here's the new me. You can see there's still some clipping of the mouth because I did not go in and adjust some of the motions. So the mouth is always open and the teeth clip a little bit. But you can see here that the antennas move. I can blink my eyes. If I wanted to actually use this model, I'm going to have to make some more adjustments. So I hope that you guys enjoyed watching me create this model. I'm really happy with how it turned out. It looks better than what I thought it would be. Here I'm going to show you the rest of the model as well. But I really want people to know that, like, I am not a particularly skilled artist. I'm like, I mean, I have some artistic skills, don't get me wrong, but I didn't have any knowledge of 3D modeling when I first started using this. My first model was like absolute shit. But as I kind of played around with it, I was able to get some really cool and interesting designs. VRoid models aren't limited to super simple characters. You can do some pretty complex stuff with those sliders. I just want people to be aware of that. You don't have to spend thousands of dollars on a VTuber model in order to start streaming, in order to be a VTuber. So anytime that I use free assets, which I usually use free assets to make my models, it's important to link the artist. They're providing this stuff for free, so I try to always link the booth page where I got it from. So if you like this outfit and you would like to use it on your model, please go and download it directly. I think I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream here. I've been streaming for about three hours now, and I did not think that I was going to complete the model that I was working on today, so I'm very happy that I did and that I got to go show you guys my full process. If you guys would like to see me do another one of these, let me know. You can hit me up on Twitter. I do also have a Discord. If you want to contact me where I'm the most active, go to Discord. We're called the Webbling Warehouse. I share artsy stuff there. I give sneak peeks sometimes at new content, new artwork that I'm doing. So if you're interested, if you'd like to see me, hang out in Discord. Alright, who we want to raid out?